Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a slightly older LEGO Minecraft set. That's going to be set number 21172, the Ruin Portal, with 316 pieces. This set retails for $39.99 USD or $40, and is honestly pretty great with an incredibly fun play feature, and also some pretty decent mobs. This set was also the first time we ever got netherite armor, aside from the other set in this wave that it appeared in, the Sky Tower, and to my knowledge, this is the only time we've ever gotten a complete set of netherite armor. I believe the chestplate still remains exclusive to this set. We're going to take a look at all four of the characters included first, and move on to the really fun and interesting play feature, although inaccurate, build of the set. The character in this set is going to be Steve, although you can barely tell because our man is decked out in head to toe with netherite armor for the first time ever, and that looks phenomenal. He's also got a netherite sword, which is so cool there in the dark gunmetal gray. He's dual wielding a diamond pickaxe as well. Would have been really nice to get a recolor of the pickaxe here in netherite and the gunmetal gray, but it's okay. I mean, I'll take diamond where I can get it. The printing for Steve remains unchanged from every other time. He's got a very nice new mold for the helmet. I love how they kind of added extra prongs in the bottom, so it looks different than all the other helmets, because, you know, it does, which it's also very tight. Wow, it's very tight in his head. There we go. You can see the Steve face underneath, which looks pretty great, and then pulling it off. Wow, this is a very tight figure because of the it's so new. There we go. You can see there's basically no printing on there. I don't know why I bothered to show you that, but that is the Steve figure, and honestly, he looks great. Darn Wither skeleton is too tall here, but he looks really good. I love the design. I mean, they nailed it out of the park. It remains unchanged since the original inception. Really nice stone sword as the accessory. Pretty good printing on the head there. And then extra long legs because the Wither skeletons are a block taller than the player. Looks great. It would have been nice to maybe get a new arm piece so that the arms are the same length as the legs, but ultimately it's not necessary and the character looks good as is. Honestly, no complaints. The character's always been fine, so there's no need to change it. Yeesh. Yeesh. Not a big fan of the baby Hoglin. He's cute enough, and he matches the adult version very well. I mean, same color, same parts and everything. But, like, they couldn't even be bothered to recolor the clips in tan. Like, that's so lazy. The part literally exists. But, I mean, it uses the same design as most baby mobs. The tusks don't work. But, I mean, he's nice enough. He's passable. I just wish LEGO would have improved this because the actual Hoglin is not a good-looking mob at all in LEGO form. So I wish they maybe had come up with a new design for the baby. But, alas, it's still, not the best. The baby sheep's great, though. It's really good to get the sheep head in purple there. Really easy to mod your own adult purple sheep as well, so if you want it. Good leg design. I mean, there's no complaints from me. It's a baby sheep. The baby sheep always look great, and this one's no exception. Now, I mentioned this build was inaccurate, and that's because, for some reason, LEGO, again, decided to put a crimson forest inside a warped forest bio. Like, these two should not be next to each other. There should be a buffer between them. Like, I get the pieces look cool and everything, but these would never ordinarily, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Minecraft Terrain Generation doesn't allow these to spawn directly next to each other. Like, there'd be a tiny bit of a buffer. Like, they can be near each other, but there should be, like, at least just some barren netherrack right between them, but I could be wrong, whatever. I mean, the other inaccuracy, of course, is that there's a Wither skeleton here when they only ever spawn in nether fortresses. But you know what? Moving on. So we're going to start on the nether side of this. This is the first time we've ever really gotten the crimson biome, specifically the crimson tree here. Really love that. Some great crimson vines going down the whole thing. The tree's really good. There's no play features built in. It's just a solid design there. We have two different types of mushrooms, or fungus, technically, the warped and the crimson. We also have a netherite block, or ancient debris, excuse me, that's my bad. Very nice, like the design. It's a pretty good texture. This works for netherite, in my opinion. Ancient debris, in my opinion. Wow, I can't speak. But yeah, that just goes right in there next to the lava. There's a pretty good lava fall here. I mean, it looks really good. Aside from that, there's nothing too much else for the nether side. It's really barren. It's just mostly one tree, leading up to a pretty impressive nether portal. Ruin nether portal at this point, technically. This is the play feature. I'll show you more of that in a second. On the overworld side, it's a little bit more interesting. We have a piece of gold ore very close to the surface. That would never spawn there, but whatever. There's also a lackluster build for a lantern. I mean, it works, but it's also kind of like, that's it, whatever. There's a really cool furnace here, lit on this side, unlit on this side, so it's really cool. You can flip that around for whichever you prefer, smelting or not smelting. There's a cool waterfall here, and there's a flower up top. Not too much else for the build of the set. The rest of it is really concentrated on this play feature. So right now it's a ruined portal and it looks pretty good. Like it works reasonably well. There's some gold up top. You can always find these kind of floating everywhere, although it's weird. It's not a full gold block. It's like half of a gold block. So whatever. Now the main play feature here is when you want, you can lift this up, take some obsidian, put on the side here, and actually complete the nether portal. And then you can lift up using this rock right here, lift up the portal and it stays locked. And now it's lit. And you can pass through. And then if you want to unlight it, you just tap this red lever and it disappears. So to light it, you just lift it up, and then to unlight it, just tap that, and the whole thing falls away. And there's a really complicated, you can see somewhat in there, gear system. On a side note, I really wish they had covered that up. That's awful that it's exposed. There's a really interesting interlocking technic system to lock and unlock. It was a pain to build and did keep breaking on me, but the completed effect is really great. Auto locks up, and then just... Oh, wait here. I lied. You can see completely inside. It's very dark, but you can see in there. That's exactly how it works. There's just some Technic pins, and it slides up and down. It was very difficult to build, but the completed feature is amazing. And then, of course, to break it, just kind of separate it, pull out the pieces, and all of a sudden, you have a ruined nether portal again. Honestly, I love that. I'm not quite sure why they didn't add another piece up here so that it was flush and didn't keep slanting down like that. That is a bit of a problem with the set, I will admit. But aside from that, honestly, this is a really great build. I am completely sold on this. It's also really nice to have a conjunction point between the overworld and the nether. I know there was a set similar to this one a while ago, but I never got that one. It's not on shelves anymore. So for people who want to have a great way to integrate the nether into their displays, this is the perfect set for you, and I love the transition point. While it definitely could have been a bit more of a seamful transition, like this bit isn't the prettiest, it still works reasonably well, and I'm very impressed here. The box for this set is really great. I love how they did the integration between the overworld into the nether, the way they combined the biomes there. That looks so good. It's honestly very impressive. I would have loved if they had done some like split texturing for the grass and the sky as well. Would have been really cool to see like a complete half and half box, but you get what you get. The purple sheep on the bottom is really cool. I would have maybe preferred if they used the hoglin, but I mean, the purple sheep I believe is exclusive to this, so it's nice to see it there. We have all the characters listed on the top, along with the actual size of the Steve and Netherite. And then on the back of the box, it showcases the play feature, how the portal works, and then shows you both the Nether side and the Overworld side, which is a really cool thing to get. Really great box art. Love the designs. Definitely better than what we're going to see for 2022. The instruction manual is pretty great. It's got the same image of the box and the cover here, which, oh, I'm going to miss seeing that. And then on the back, we got the Windman. Also going to miss seeing that. We have a parts list here, pretty expansive, and then an advertisement for the other sets of the wave. You should already see a review for the horse stables up, and I'm probably not going to get either of these two sets, although this one is on my wish list. Designed for like the play feature and everything on the back there, nothing else, and no progress bar since this was not a 2022 set. Looks really great, no complaints, no big comments either. Overall, I would definitely have to rate this set a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's really great to get all the stuff here. I mean, seeing the Wither Skeleton return after a while, really cool, even though he was in the poly bag. The Netherite armor is chef's kiss amazing. The baby Hoglin, despite looking kind of ugly, is cute. And it's really nice to get the purple sheep. The build itself is really great. I love what's included, the tree and everything. The play feature is wonderful. I'm just not a big fan of the exposed inner workings and Technic designs, and the integration of the biomes specifically here could have been done a bit better, and it's a kind of inaccurate set, even though the parts of it are really, really cool. This definitely is one that's going to get modded a lot before being integrated into my Minecraft display. Going to have to take apart some of the biomes, redesign it a bit, but overall, it gives you some really, really good parts in order to augment your Minecraft world, so I would highly recommend it. The price for $40 seems very, very fair considering how much you get, although honestly, if you can wait, it should theoretically be going on sale at Walmart somewhat soon, and then that's definitely the best time to get it. So all I got for you guys today, though. Make sure to leave your thoughts about this set and anything else Minecraft related in the comment section down below. If there's another set you want to see me review soon, just let me know. I have a ton of Minecraft stuff, and I'd love to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic and safe rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the very next video.